So in today's episode at GVE Behind the Scenes, we've got a really cool project. We've got a Porsche 992 Turbo S straight from the dealership in for full PPF and the plastics to be painted. We've got a G-Wagon that the sales guys have just sold. However, we've got a really tight deadline to get the PPF done. Will it get done? Stay tuned to find out. We've got Andreas heading over to Kensington to get new stock. And finally, we've got an M6 in for lacquer repair on the roof. Stay tuned for the rest of the episode. All right, so we've got a really exciting car behind me. One of my favorites, Porsche Turbo, in for full PPF and the plastics to be painted. So he got inspiration by the Sport Classic. So Sport Classic's got gloss black trims on the rear and gloss black trims on the front. We'll speak to Roger quickly, who's going to be working on this car. So he'll tell us a bit more about what he needs to do. Let me know what you're going to do with this car. What do you think of it?
This one's in to have these in gloss black. All of that, the front, the rears.
So you get your bumpers off.
Bumpers off, all the bits and bobs off, the trims off, get it all prepped and repaired. Because this is already plastic, it's going to need a bit more attention as well, so the paint can actually stick. So all of that going to be stripped off, painted in gloss black, so similar to this colour. So
it won't be an issue getting the colour right, yeah? You're going to get it off this?
No, it'll be similar, same thing, same shade and all of that, same as that.
Okay.
And then coming around the front, same thing here. All of that going to be removed, bumper's going to be off, all of this is going to be off, this will come off, prepping it, all of that.
So with the Sport Classic, this is painted in gloss black, but this middle bit is left in plastic, so we're leaving it as plastic.
So this bit there, that bit there, and that bit. So the bumper's got to be stripped off, this got to be stripped off, so that can come off. But with Porsches behind it, there's a lot of brackets, wiring and all that, so it's going to be a little bit fiddly, but you'll be out.
These guys are going to take the bumper off. Once it's done from here, it's going to go outside into the wash bay. The detailer is going to wash it and prep it for PPF. It's going to get it one stage, and as I mentioned, he's inspired by the Sport Classic design. So once the PPF is applied, we're going to have the Sport Classic design on the middle all over the whole car. And as you can see from the interior, he's already spec'd how a Sport Classic will be. So once the stripes go on, once the pits are painted, it's going to look like one of the best 911s I've ever seen.
I need to get to the arch bolts, but I ain't got space unless I take the wheel off, but that's too long. If I turn the wheel in, I'll be able to have access on the side. Little mini ratchet comes in handy. Okay, that should just loosen up. Now it's hanging off a clip. I'm gonna do the same thing on that side. Once that come off, because there's some wires connected, I can't just let it drop because it will snap the wires. So I'll pry it out. It's gotta come off. That's gotta come off. And the light's gotta come off. The light's gotta come off to get this off. Once this is off, it's gonna be painted gloss black, same as the arch over there.
So this is a good friend of mine, his name's Chris. He's modified this M6 with an exhaust, he's lowered it, he's got some really unique wheels. The carbon roof's got lacquer peel on it, so what we're going to do, we're going to take it inside. We've got our main guy, Ben, to take off the windscreen, so we make sure when we do lacquer the roof, it's all done seamlessly. So we work with Ben quite a lot in terms of taking windscreens out. So whilst he was taking it out, David found out the mouldings were perished. So I ordered new ones from BMW. Once Ben was done, David got the car ready for the spray booth for it to be lacquered. Once that was all done, it was going to be flat and polished. It's quite an intricate job. As easy as it sounds, it's quite difficult to sand the roof without damaging the carbon weave. So David, again, he's a specialist when it comes to this kind of stuff. So once we got it done, we were happy with the results and we got it lacquered. So whilst we have a busy morning at Unit E, let's head over to Unit 15 and find out how they're getting on.
Let me know.
I'll make the phone call to him.
Alright.
And then RSQ8.
RSQ8, yeah, I get that. We've got
Scratch
Adam's
on the back
car in
bumper.
for a wrap.
RSQ8's also got.
We're just in the meeting now. Welcome to it. Are you coming in or are you off today?
I'm off to go trampolining on the street at the moment.
That's exciting.
Yeah, thanks for that, Aaron.
Huh?
Even though I said, yeah, I know, I wasn't meant to be here, but no one else is in.
George, well, Russell and Andreas are here, aren't they?
Russell's off as well, he's working this Saturday. Andreas is off. Just please stop taking time off last minute, it's annoying. Even though I said to you last week I'm off on Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, is that all?
RSQ8.
RSQ8, yeah.
RSQ8 for Wednesday. Any chance? The dims. What's the dims? Got 3 cars going out this week to DOTB. G63 Brabus.
The big 900 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yellow Huracan Spyder in the front.
Yeah.
And 570S Spyder.
All 3 of them sold to them.
Yeah.
On Friday, they just paid for them outright.
Yeah.
George, is this a facelift?
It is indeed. The latest 2025 literally just come into stock. Funny enough, I was out at the gym and the guy who's turned into a good friend now said that he's got a brand new G63 coming. Do you guys want to flip it for him? And lo and behold, the car's there on the turntable. But we were just getting it pictured and already sold it. So yeah, it's going to be heading over to Unit E. It's a brand new car. It's got 50 miles on it. And going to be PPFing it for him. He's going to be collecting it, or actually we're delivering it to him for the end of this week. Only 3 weeks ago he bought an F8 from us, part exchange with Monte, and now got this facelift G63 going out. So in fact, if you come here, if you struggle to tell the difference with them, this is your first thing you look at. A normal G63, you don't have these little slats over here. So straight away that's a giveaway, that's a facelift. And then if you're a user of it, and you're thinking, well, I'm not paying all that extra just for a little slats in there, check out that interior. So you've got a new style steering wheel with these buttons, obviously they weren't there before. And then if you go in on that center screen, you've got a touch screen in there as well, which you can use. There's obviously all different down here in the center console as well. If you look down here, you've got heated and cooled cup holders, which obviously wasn't an option before. It's just a nicer place to be. The G63 was the same since late 2018 until this year, and now this is the first time they've actually changed it. So I'm pretty sure we've done 2 in the space of a week. We're going to be doing a lot more of these, and it's exciting to see the G63 market has been picked back up. 225,000 we achieved on this, which is, haven't had G63 selling for that since about 2 years ago. Exciting times.
So the guys at Unit 15 have just sold this beautiful G63 behind us. It's an individual paint. The customer's made the right choice in getting it PPF, because I know if you repaint one of these panels, it's going to cost you at least £1,000, but it's getting it PPF. If the PPF does get damaged, you're paying half of that. So he's made the right choice in getting it done. Getting PPF on your car is essential. You know, you're spending north of 200,000, 300,000, whatever the car may be, but it's your hard-earned money. For it not to be protected is crazy. You can get a brand new phone, you want to protect the screen, you put a screen protector on it. It's effectively the same thing, but for a car. It's of a higher value, so it's vital you get it done, especially on cars with a Magna paint, which is what we're working on at the moment. Raja's plotting some of the panels for the G-Wagon, whilst Niku applies PPF on the bonnet. Now, it may seem a very easy process, you know, we make it look easy. These guys have been doing it for many years now, but it's very intricate, it's very expensive, so we need to make sure that, you know, we keep materials to an absolute minimum. We also need to make sure, as panels as big as the bonnet, that there's no dust or any imperfections in the PPF, otherwise they would need to be replaced. So it's essential that we get it right first time.
Let's take a break from Unit E and follow me to go pick up some new stock. Morning guys, now you join me in the heart of South Kensington, where I'm about to meet one of my very good clients, where I've acquired a new piece of stock for the showroom. Now, just a bit of a background for you. I reached out to this customer back in mid-July, in the middle of summer, where he wanted to sell his lovely Huracan Spyder. However, during the time of the year, he wanted to use it a little bit more. Fair enough, it was in summer. Now, he's reached out again to me in October, and where the days are shorter and the mornings are colder, and he just said, you know what, I don't want to use the car anymore. Can you get rid of it for me? No problem. So there was a couple options we had for him, which was an outright purchase that we did a couple weeks ago, as you saw with the Bentley Continental. However, it was a little bit less than what he wanted, so he's opted for the second choice, where we sell the vehicle on his behalf in the showroom on consignment. So let's go have a look at the vehicle. Okay guys, here it is here. It's a beautiful Lamborghini Huracan Spyder LP580-2. So guys, I go the extra mile when it comes to Lamborghini Huracans because they're one of our best sellers and the guys are kicking me for more stock, more stock. Now when it comes to Huracans and Lamborghinis in general, the brighter the colors, the better. So oranges, greens, yellows, blues are the most common in the Lamborghinis. Now as you can see here, this is finished in the beautiful orange with the black leather interior and it's the black roof. So spec-wise, it ticks all the boxes. Now I've just met the owner and she's given me both the keys, the V5, the books. Let's have a look around the car. So let's have a look at the condition of the car before we set off. So a bit of a scuffed alloy there. Car's got front PPF, which is good. We have a bit of a door chip here. Wheel looks all right as well. Okay, another scuffed wheel over this side. So yeah, no PPF at the back, just the front. We have another scuffed alloy, which is quite common in London. The front left one always gets scuffed. Yeah, the front splitter's got a bit of damage underneath of it as well, but as you would expect from a low supercar, you know, that's why they've had the front lift system to help, but still the front splitter do get scraped. Otherwise, it looks like a pretty clean car. Well, what we'll do is we'll take it back to GVE now, put it on the ramp and report back a full health check for the client. The Huracan has now arrived back to GVE. I'm going to let the team know the vehicle has arrived and get SEMA to check it in. Okay guys, we've arrived back at GVE now, so I just want to make sure we've got everything for the car. So both keys, V5, handbooks. Let's have a look in the front boot here where you'll see we've got the tool kits, we've got the oil, we've got the tyre kit as well, so everything is in there. So let's go check it in. SEMA, morning. Another bit of new stock for you to check in. Lamborghini Huracan Spyder. So both keys, V5, handbooks, all here, just outside there. Okay. All for you. Thank you.
So we've just had a new stock of a Lamborghini Huracan in and Andreas just passed me the keys. So we're going to check the car in, make sure it's all in good conditions and then get it advertised for you guys out there.
SEMA will now take pictures of the vehicle upon arrival and then alert Unit E to take the vehicle over for a full health check.
While SEMA is checking in the car at Unit 15, let's head over to Unit E and find out how the M6 is getting on. I'm super happy with how it's come out. The guys from the windscreen, they've taken it out, we've lacquered it. He's put the windscreen back. I think the roof looks incredible. You can't really tell where the lacquer peel was. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna flat and polish it. I think it's already been flat and polished. Once it's all done, it's gonna go into PPF so it remains like this for the next 10, 20 years. So I can't wait to see how it looks. So David's sanding down the carbon roof. This by means is definitely not an easy task. You know, we have a risk of damaging the carbon weave. If that's the case, then we need to replace the roof and it's going to be quite costly and Chris won't be happy. So David will take his time to get it done, make sure everything's level, make sure there's no blemishes before he goes into the spray booth to get lacquered. So the M6 is in its final stage before it goes back into the spray booth for another coat of lacquer. Let's head over to the servicing boys for a health check on a Lamborghini Huracan.
Good afternoon everyone, we have this Lamborghini Huracan that's just come in from Unit 15 to Unit E. While it's at Unit E, we're going to have a quick health check over it. So on a health check, what we do is we check over basically everything on the car. We have over 100 point check on the car, inside, outside, and everything mechanically. So we start off on the ground. As you can see here, we will check the interior, make sure everything's working good. Then we'll lift the car, we'll check for any play in the suspension and any damage on the alloys or the tires and brakes. Then lift it all the way up, take the under trays off and check any mechanical components in the engine bay and in the gearbox. Then finally we bring it down and we inspect the bodywork, do a mileage check, and then send it for the customer to go and pick up his new car. So the health check is all done. That's it from me. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
So the car's in PPF now, it's ready and prepped for the guys to apply full gloss PPF all over the car. The body shop guys are doing all the paint work on the plastics. Once they're all done, they'll bring it back in, fit the car back up, and those will be PPF'd as well. So whilst the Porsche is getting PPF'd, the guys at body shop have stripped off all the plastics off the front and rear bumper. This is a small piece of the rear bumper. As you can see, this will be getting primered and then resprayed in gloss black. A similar design that the Sport Classic had. Customer specified he wanted everything to replicate what the Sport Classic has. So because the car is not brand new, the customer didn't want to wait a good year and a bit for his ideal Turbo S spec. So he brought it to us and told us which bits need to go in gloss, which parts need to go in matte. Again, we're replicating the Sport Classic here. So that way he doesn't have to pay for a brand new 911, so that price will be crazy, and he doesn't have to wait more than a year to get it done. So a lot's happening at Unit E. Let's head over back to Unit 15 and see what's happening there.
Even with this thing as well.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you guys up to here?
We are about to do our live door negotiation. So we got a message over Instagram from Johnny Mitchell, and he was in Love Island. He was in the final of Celebrity Big Brother, and now he's a crypto and forex trading genius and is looking to buy himself a supercar. So I'm going to give him a phone call and we're going to live negotiate Just got a message from Johnny Mitchell. Some of you may remember him from Love Island. He was in the final of Big Brother and is now a trading genius. He's looking to buy himself a supercar, said he wanted a quick phone call to see what is best for him.
George, how are you, mate?
You're looking at getting yourself a supercar.
I'm sort of moving back to this part of the world again. Been in Asia for like 4 years. I was in Bali, so I was like on a scooter pretty much the whole time. I was there throughout the pandemic, yeah.
That is probably the best place you'd want to have a lockdown.
No decent cars, roads are completely knackered. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back in a luxury car again.
Do you know, it's funny you say that, no decent cars, because, okay, in Bali they may not be, but Indonesia and Jakarta, we sell a lot of cars out there. Good to have you back. So what are you thinking car-wise?
I just want something to put a smile on my face. I've been having a look at Urus's.
If it's something you're going to be driving every day and you want that performance, but you still want it to be comfortable at the same time, then Urus's are great. But if you're looking for something that's not a daily car, it's going to put a smile on your face every time you jump into it, I don't know if the Urus is going to do that.
It's probably not something I'm going to drive every day, like in London.
What sort of budget are you working with?
I'm looking around the 2 to 250 mark, something like that.
Okay.
I think I am going to finance it.
Guessing with all the investments you have coming up, you can make that interest back easily.
Correct. I actually had a Performante for like a month before I left the UK. I didn't really get the chance to like fully enjoy it.
One thing about the Huracan Performantes is it's the end of all V10s, so
yeah,
the Huracan Performante is going to be one of the most valuable cars in the next 10 to 15 years. It's the last track-focused version they've done of a four-wheel drive Huracan. I personally think is massively undervalued at the moment, and I think that is an option you need to consider.
You have one in stock?
We've got one in black. It's literally the perfect spec car. It's got the carbon on the outside, forged carbon on the inside. It's got the upgraded sound system. It's fairly low on the miles as well, so it's going to be something good for you to hold on to. If you're on the website, you can see it. It's up for sale at the moment.
I got it.
What do you think?
That's nice. I like that it's in black as well. You don't see too many black ones of these. All right, you sold me. All right, we're done. Nah, it looks beautiful.
And then with the finance side of things, what are you thinking deposit or budget-wise?
I was thinking maybe around the 50k deposit and maybe 3-4k a month, something like that.
If you were to put in less than that, even if you put 30 grand down, I can get you monthlies of well under 3 grand.
Really?
A lot of people don't realise that when you fund supercars, instead of just going for like a HP payment where you pay off the whole car in monthly instalments, you do like a 3 or 4 year term and you have a balloon at the end. So if you decide you want to keep the car for life, then you can finance it, pay off the balloon at the end. A lot more convenient for your monthly budget as opposed to paying for the whole thing outright, which doesn't make sense if you're not going to keep it for life.
No, I get you. All right, well, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I came in with like a higher budget for pretty much everything, and you managed to give me a lot less. So yeah, for pretty much the car that I would have had anyway. If I was in the showroom.
Or we can just pick your budget up to about 500 or 600 grand if you want.
What you got? Let's start small. I'll come back after Christmas.
What I'll do is let me get the finance figures over. I'll get a video sent to you of the car. Let's go from there.
Thanks
Mate,
for your time.
really good talking to you as well. Take care.
So the guys have removed the layer that was existing on the car. We've applied 2 layers of lacquer instead of 1, which was previously on the car. David is now just flat and polishing it to make sure there's no nibs, to make sure it's absolutely perfect for PPF. So as you can see at Unit E, we are absolutely flat out. The guys in detailing are about to receive the M6. Raphael is going to do a final polish on it before it gets PPF applied. So the car's been washed now, it's in the detailing bay. The guys in body shop absolutely smashed it. It looks like it's brand new. They're going to PPF it, get it ready for Chris, who's coming tomorrow. I can't wait to see what he thinks of it. So moving on to the PPF department, Niku has just finished one of the panels on the G-Wagon. So let's head over to PPF now, where Niku is doing one of the many panels that are left to do on the G-Wagon. So the M6 is done. Let's head over to Unit 15 and hand over the car to Chris. The next big NFL star.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, all right?
How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Very well.
So I've known this guy since what 4-5 years?
Yeah, I think longer than that. I think the last time I saw you was definitely before COVID, but I've probably seen him maybe a couple of times in our younger days going to car meets.
Yeah, all the time.
It's been years since I last seen you, so very good to see you.
Yeah, I saw your message saying that you wanted some repairs done on your carbon, which is what we specialise in.
Yes.
And then what, a few weeks down here, the car.
You made it happen. You made it happen. You're he's the main man. He made it happen.
Definitely not the main man.
He made it happen. I reached out to so many different companies, but I was just getting edgy responses, you know, like so. But listen, you came through and
no, pleasure. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it.
Let's do it.
So the PPF's still fresh. You'll see a few bubbles here and there, but they'll evaporate. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Otherwise, the main bit, as you can see, all the yellow stuff, it's all factory fresh, man.
Oh, that looks like.
And it's got PPF in it.
Right,
so
I see.
You keep the car for the next 10-15 years, it'll look identical to what it does right now.
It looks incredible. It looks incredible. Up close, you can really see the detail, you know?
And the mouldings change as well?
Yeah, that looks fresh. That looks fresh.
No look, I didn't even know. Lucas told me that it was crap. I was like, oh,
yeah,
man.
I mean, look, it's never been changed, right? And this is a fairly old car, so yeah.
But you kept it in good condition, though.
Oh, tell me about it. I mean, there's a few blemishes, you know, a few dents.
Yeah, look, when we're running a special or whatnot, I'll bring you back in for a detail, bro. It'll be
wicked. It's looking good, man. I'm super impressed. And I'll tell you what, under the lights and on this turntable,
gold wall, it looks the business.
It looks pretty good.
I promise you, bro, everyone's looking at it because naturally after a V10,
yeah,
these cars are cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the classics, they love the classics.
Yeah, and obviously the sound, right? You know, that V10 engine and
nuts.
It's got to go with a custom exhaust, but we'll keep that on the wraps.
It sounds sick. It pops as well.
It does.
I didn't know that.
It does. And this actually flames as well.
Nah.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. The first time I saw it, like my friend was sat on the driver's seat, kind of revving it, and I was like, hang on, did I just see flames on my own car? I was like, no way. You know, I was just.
Bro, it looks sick, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm so glad you brought it in.
Yeah.
You're quite fast, so we'll invite you back in about 4 weeks. Check the PPF, see if it's all good.
Okay.
It's a while you wait service, so you can have a tea, coffee, chill with Dom, whatnot, and then.
So if there are any bubbles, they'll kind of settle in and
they'll settle in. So give it time, give it a few weeks. That's why we invite you back. If it doesn't go, we'll sort it out.
Okay. Makes sense.
But yeah, it's a while you wait service, so you don't need to leave the car with us. You can chill here, you know.
A couple of hours.
Couple of hours.
Yeah.
Not even that. It's
Have a
only
look
the
around
roof.
and only the roof. Yeah.
Maybe put a
I
deposit
don't
on
mind.
the car.
We'll talk about cars all day.
100%.
Yeah, I'll take you out a few meetings.
I haven't been to any, man, recently. I've been boring, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. But you've been going to some?
Nah, I haven't been to any meets. I was just having a chat with Dom, like literally since COVID. I've kind of grown out of it. You know what I mean? You get older, you know, different priorities.
You know, it's the same stuff.
Same thing that Dom just said, you know. So it's just a transition, right? You know.
Fair enough, man.
It is what it is. But,
Well, I'm glad you're happy with the results.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you brought it in.
I'm over the moon. I got one more surprise for this car, right? But I'm keeping it under wraps. So you have to
Bring it back then when you have it.
Pay attention to the Instagram.
Alright, fine. Well, he'll tag your Instagram.
This time it's on the interior though.
Okay, fine.
Ooh, it's gonna be good.
I can't wait. Well, we'll tag your Instagram and make sure everyone follows you, and then we'll go from there.
Wicked. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Pleasure, man.
Love.
One down, many to go. Let's head over back to Unity and finish this G-Wagon. So we're pressed for time. The guys are on the final panel of the G-Wagon. Is it going to get done? So it's been a stressful week here at GVE. We finally got the Porsche done. That took a lot longer than we actually thought. However, the customer is super happy with the results. We got the G-Wagon done, you know, with miracles. We managed to make things work. The guys did overtime. We did actually get extra help from some other people that we know. But we are very happy with the results. We're happy with the quality of the work that we produced, and the customer's extremely happy. So it's a win for everyone. And finally, Chris with the M6, you know, he's a long-term friend of mine. So Chris reached out on Instagram asking his followers if he knew any body shop that could do his lacquer repair. You know, being his friend for many years, I don't think he knew I worked here. So messaged him, told him, look, we do all of this kind of stuff on a daily basis. He saw our facility, some of the cars that we were currently working on, and he was sold from there. So I'm super happy that we got him in. You know, he was happy with the results, and I can't wait to do more with his M6. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We all hope to see you on the next one.